So, our first speaker is Bailey. Bailey is a proud First Nations young person. As a student at Gisborne Secondary College, Bailey has been involved with First Peoples Youth Leadership Group at school. Bailey's keen to pursue further leadership opportunities in future, and today Bailey's going to be presenting a piece titled "The ATAR Does Not Define You and Is a Flawed Measure of Success." Please welcome Bailey to the lectern.
Did you know that more students go into university without having an ATAR than those with one? Hi, my name is Bailey Birch and I'm a Year 11 going through the journey of completing my VCE. I'll be talking about how the ATAR does not define you and is a flawed measure of success. The ATAR is a percentage that you get after you complete the Victorian Certificate of Education exams, the VCE exams. It is designed to see also how well you do in the first year of university, if you go. My point for this is there are other pathways and courses you can take to get your dream career, and that the unneeded stress put on students from parents, schools, and that if you don't get the career you want, don't stress it. I'll also be talking about the ranking system itself, as the ATAR is a polling. Pathways, routes, and backdoors all for your dream job can be found. There is a Certificate 2, Certificate 3, Certificate 4, Diploma, Bachelor's, Master's, and many others in between. If you need a bachelor's degree to get into your dream job, but you don't have the right ATAR score, you may be able to apply and attend TAFE. If you attend TAFE, you can do anywhere from a Certificate 2 to a diploma. And then when you finish the diploma, you can apply at a university to do the bachelor's. In most subjects you learn in the diploma is like the first year of the bachelor's degree, which means you'll finish at the same time as someone else who got the accepted ATAR score and got accepted into the bachelor's. This goes back to the start. More students go into university without an ATAR than those with one. This shows that more people go unscored without an ATAR than those who stress and worry thinking that a number is the only way to get in and succeed. I understand you might think that you need one to get into your dream career, but if you do some advanced searching, you never know, you might not need one, or you could get accepted with other factors. Some people also choose to do their uni degree after they're 20 years old because the ATAR doesn't matter and they have some life experience. And when it is time to decide what job we want to do when we leave school, and the subjects we want to do for that career, the career advisors need to not push a university degree to get the career you want. They need to explain that there are other pathways to succeed, and in case you find the ATAR stressful, like myself. The career advisors also need to consider all universities because they all have different entry requirements and may reduce stress on the student. Alongside that, parents and teachers will tell their student or their kid that the ATAR is everything and is so important, and that is the only way to get your dream career and succeed in life. They need to stop putting so much stress on students because the career they want may not need an ATAR. And when they go to apply for a future career, it may make a difference if they don't have an ATAR. The pressure from the schools and parents could also make the student perform bad because all this worry has been built up because they've been told the ATAR is everything to succeed. For example, my friend has a lot of pressure from her parents to do the ATAR because they believe it's everything. She studies hard, she stays up all night, making sure she gets the best score possible. Another factor could be background. If you come from a wealthy background, you may be more pressured into getting the ATAR than someone with a low socioeconomic background. And if you come from a wealthy background, you may have higher opportunities to get higher education or access to tutors. And what happens if someone has a learning disability or problems getting the right education? It can really play a part in getting the high ATAR. With my school, they have put a lot of stress on myself and my peers to complete the ATAR exams, to which stress makes me get hospitalised because of my Crohn's disease, which also brings my studies down for, let's say, the other classes that I miss out on that day. Another point is the acronym for the ATAR, the Australian Tertiary Admission Rank. When you hear the acronym, you hear the word rank. The ATAR is a ranking system based off the Saxon exams in Year 12, and is also the completion of the VCE exams and certificate. This is a dehumanizing to some people because when applying for a job or university, they see a number or a score, but don't see the hard-working, good communication, organisation, and leadership skills. Just imagine you've done your exams and you're waiting for the score to come, and then just to find out you scored a low ATAR. It might make you very sad because you think that all that hard work is gone to waste. You may think that you've lost your dream career forever, when you probably haven't. I think it's appalling to rank other students against other students as if it was a video game leaderboard. Even though the study score of the ATAR can be affected by other students as an average rank, it can bring yours down. With someone like myself who has medical problems and has a learning difficulty, it would change my ATAR to be ranked differently to someone else. My abilities would be taken into consideration, while some people want to get a different ATAR, I have to take a different route. While some people want to get an ATAR, I think they also need to know that it's not the only way to succeed or to get their dream job. For example, there is a consideration called Cs. C stands for Special Entry Access Scheme, which is a list of categories that if someone was at a disadvantage, they could apply for. This would help them with their ATAR, as if they would have scored low, they could have scored high. Here are a few categories. If you're Indigenous Australian, residential or where you live or go to school, a difficult personal circumstances, or a disability or a medical condition. As like myself, I identify as an Indigenous Australian with autism and an autoimmune disease, which will up my score. I would like to finalise by saying the ATAR is not everything, and that you can succeed without one if your situation requires it. What I would like to see change is that schools stop putting so much stress on students and say that there are other methods for completing, and the ATAR is not everything. This will also reduce unnecessary stress for a student, and that parents be educated alongside with the schools that there are other special considerations. Because like myself, I am also going unscored because stress makes me get hospitalised, and I've already missed out on too much. So they also need to tell them that if you don't want to complete it, you're not forced to do it. Thank you for listening to my presentation.